What's up, y'all? We back for Getting Buckets episode 3 with our first guest, that being Jake Schultz.
What's
Introduce
up?
yourself, Jake.
What's up, everybody? Jake, obviously, happy to be here. I'm I like sports, so this is gonna be good stuff. But yeah, ready to do it.
Yep, so we're gonna get on into it. But first, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all follow all the social media handles that you'll see up above. Um, and yeah, other than that, we're gonna get on into it. So Jake, I always hit my Lakers first.
Yeah.
And we're recording this on the night of Bronny's breakout game. I'm gonna get the stat line for everyone. But it was his first breakout game after all the naysayers and everybody be talking about him. But all the big guys, Bron obviously didn't play. No Luca, no AR, no Dodo, no Vando. And Bronny off the bench played 30 minutes, had 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds on 7 of 10 shooting. So he had his first breakout game, and I just, for one, I'm happy for him because obviously I'm a Laker fan, but I'm happy for him because I think it's insane to me how all these people talk about, they all talk about Bronny as if he was the first pick, and the first and second pick have stunk up the joint the entire season, and nobody talks about it. They stuck up the joint the entire season. And Jackson is a Hawks fan, so so the number one pick plays for his team. Um, but they stuck up the joint. He's played a little better as of late. The number one pick that is. Uh,
Mhm.
Very sad share. But either way, uh, there's been no media attention towards them. It's all been towards Bronny, the 55th pick in the draft. And as we saw when LeBron pressed Stephen A couple weeks ago, it's getting more and more feisty. So I was just happy to see that Bronny had a good game and he can kind of shut these people up and just keep playing because he's been balling in the G League, but nobody paid attention to it. I saw a graphic the other day and it was talking about how he has the lowest percentage in the league when he doesn't qualify because he doesn't play enough minutes and take enough shots. But they put it down low enough. It was like a minimum 25 or 30 something shot attempts so he could qualify so they could say he had the lowest percentage in the league, whether it was for clickbait or whatever. People just out here hating because they don't like LeBron, so they want to take it out on his son because there's nothing that they can say about LeBron. Um, but yeah, Jake, how you feel about Bronny's big game?
Um, I think, especially because, like you said, all those guys missed today. That is pretty big, and obviously, like you said, huge for him to like do that after everybody's kind of like down on him and doubting him. So. I think it's impressive. And me personally, like I'm not gonna say that I'm like a big Bronny guy, but I do think like it would be cool to see him at least have some success in the NBA because I know it's probably hard to do that when your dad is like the GOAT. So for him to do stuff like this, like he's still young, getting a game like this is definitely gonna be good. And yeah, I mean, not a Laker fan, but I'm happy for him. So yeah.
Um, yeah, we know. Yeah, Jake's another Laker hater, by the way. Um, but yeah, no, I'm happy for him because yeah, everybody just be talking, man. And so when you can kind of shut somebody up and put them in their place, like this is the first time he's got extended minutes in a game and he had a good game. He went 7
Yeah.
of 10, 17 points. Um, And now let's see what the haters say. Because I've never in my life before have seen so many people have expectations for the 55th pick in the draft. I bet half these people that talk don't even they can't name one other 55th pick ever, let alone three or four. So he would just be talking just to hate. But yeah, I wanted to make that Bronny point. But onto the Lakers point, they got a good game from AR and Luca. The game yesterday when they played the Nuggets. Obviously, everybody sat today, so this loss was obviously expected as they played the Bucks. But they got on a 3 game win streak since they lost all three, and since the last video, since they lost all three. I mean, since they went on that 4 game losing streak and lost the three after Braun got hurt, they went on the 3 game win streak. Um, and Luca's finding his legs. And like I said, Luca can carry. It's just about us being healthy. And when we're healthy, Luca can carry without LeBron and allow LeBron ample time to make sure he's right and ready to get to the season or to the playoffs. Because when the playoffs get here, you just need health. You get health in the playoffs, the Lakers can beat anybody. And obviously, they want the second seed, and I think obviously they should play for the second seed. But at the end of the day, as long as they're out of the plan and they have a healthy team, a healthy LeBron, a healthy Luca, and healthy role players. Got to get Rui back. He still hasn't played yet, but they get everybody else back. Balls to the walls, and I think they have a chance of beating anybody. How you feel about the Lakers' title chances, Jake?
Um, I will say, I haven't been following super closely, but I do have Luka Doncic on my fantasy basketball team, so I know he's doing really good. And I think, yeah, even though like I'm not watching every game, but like I still stay tuned in, and I could tell like the Lakers are pretty scary. Not not like unbeatable, but I think they are gonna have a good run, and I wish I could say the Hawks could meet them in the finals, but that's pretty unlikely. So
Hawks might not
yeah,
make the playoffs.
yeah. So regardless of my personal beliefs and bias, I actually am pretty impressed by the Lakers and their success so far. And maybe I'll root for them a little bit, but we'll see.
Um, he ain't root for him. He's a hater. Don't listen to what he's saying. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I think the Lakers are scary out for anyone. I don't think anybody's unbeatable in the league. I think anybody can be had. Um, but I think the Lakers have a combo where I don't know how you're going to beat LeBron and Luca in a 7 game series. I don't know how you're going to do that. It's going to be very interesting to me because even if one of them's playing bad, the other one can erupt and go for 40 or 50. In Luca's case, we've seen Luca go get 70. So,
Yeah.
um, that's so for me. It's like if even and then even if one of them's off, you still got AR over there, and, because we got Luka Don, AR, and then LeBron. We got them boys, so we cooking, bro. So I'm
Yeah,
happy about it.
scary.
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's scary. We scary. But now we're gonna get some normally it's short analysis that I give, but we're gonna hop into some fun topics today. Um, First topic that we're gonna hit, we're gonna give our list for our top 5 bucket getters. So how you want to do this, Jake? You want to have the same list, or you want to have make us have different people?
Um, what we would do, like alternate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll alternate.
All right, and then we're gonna yeah, I'm gonna put. I need y'all to comment who got the better squad.
Okay.
I'll let you go first. Who's your first bucket getter?
Oh, shoot. Hmm.
Since we're going alternated, we're gonna go by position.
Okay.
So we're not gonna have to go by position. Like you can go in any order you want, but fill out a team. So you're gonna need
Yeah.
a point, a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, and a center.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of pressure that I'm
And this
picking.
is everybody healthy, by the way.
Yeah. I feel a lot of pressure because I can literally choose anyone, but I think my first spot is going to be point guard, and I'm between two guys. Uh, well, I guess I'm actually not going to say the other guy because you might not pick him, but I'm gonna go SGA because obviously he's like MVP candidate right now. I don't know how many points he's averaging, but I'm sure you know.
32.
32. Yeah, so I mean, maybe that's a bad first pick, but I feel pretty good about that, so it's gonna be my first pick.
It's not a bad pick, but I think there was 2 picks. I think there was 2 definitives that I'd go before him. And the first one I'm taking that 7 foot sniper and Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I'm taking 7 foot sniper. Uh, and should I go twice? We're gonna snake it.
Yeah, yeah, that works.
Oh, then I'm going with KD and I'm going Kyrie. Straight bucket
Oh.
getters. Straight bucket getters, baby. I think I got the 2 most skilled players in the league. So I'm
Yeah.
putting Kai at the 1, and right now I'll put KD at the 3, but he might move to the 4 depending on how the rest of this list turn out.
Yeah, you can move those guys around. Okay. Dude, I wasn't thinking about Kyrie, but you said everyone healthy. I should have. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
We better mop y'all, boy. I better mop you, boy. You better get mopped.
Now I'm nervous because the guy, I thought you were gonna say the guy that I was thinking of, but you didn't, so I wonder if I shouldn't pick him. Um, oh, no. I have my second pick. Another guard could also maybe arguably play the three. Young guy. Anthony Edwards.
I like that Ant-Man pick.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
got
pro
to.
I would have had Ant-Man next on my squad. He would have played my two.
That's good to know. That means it's a good
He
pick.
he would
Yeah.
have played my two.
Okay, and then I go again.
You go again. Yeah,
And
you got Ant and SGA.
so I could go guard or forward or center. Didn't think this far. Let's see. Who's it? Shoot. Dang.
He's cooked, chat. I got him.
This is not good.
I got him right where I want him.
There's a guy. No, yeah, I'm just gonna pick him. The thing is, this guy, like, I mean, he's a baller regardless, but I also just really like him as a player. So Donovan Mitchell, and
Steve Mitch.
I'm pro. The thing is, well, SGA's kind of he's got size. I kind of have three guards right now, but I don't hate it, and
All right.
it's a lot of scoring. So yeah, Spider.
Okay, so I got Kyrie and KD. I was gonna go Ant-Man. I will go. I'm gonna go Joel Embiid at my five, straight bucket getter from all three levels.
Gotta remember that there's injured guys.
And I'm putting Jason Tatum at my two.
I thought about him.
And I'm putting JT at
At
my
the
two.
two?
Yep.
I guess that works. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's not bad. Tatum and Embiid. Okay, bucket getter. See, immediately, like you said Embiid, and it made me want to say Jokic, but he's not. Is he a bucket getter? I mean, he scores, but
He scores. I mean, that's up to your interpretation of bucket
yeah,
getters. To me, I don't consider Jokic a bucket getter.
right. Yeah, he's not. He's his game's a little bit different. Who could I go? Took Tatum. That was a great pick. I just need two bigger guys now.
Yeah, because you
Um,
small. We're gonna tear y'all ass up. Because right now, so who guarded Kevin Durant?
no, that's no.
Or
Oh,
Tatum.
if everyone's healthy? No. Is there someone like oh is he a bucket getter? I want to pick a guy that's just like really good and has like potential, but is there someone obvious that you like you still have one more, so like you already got
Hmm.
yours in mind?
Hmm.
Oh shoot. I really don't want to pick this guy and it'd be a really bad pick. But I need size, so I'm I'm going Victor Wembanyama.
I say he's a bucket getter.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a bucket getter.
I mean he's just a freak. So
Yeah, he a bucket getter.
I'm taking him. Oh wait. Oh my God. All right. Oh wait, do I go again?
Yeah. Fill out your team. You have one more spot.
Giannis.
Giannis. I don't consider him a bucket getter.
Oh.
Like
But then
he
like
get points. He get points. I just don't consider him like if I need a bucket, I'm not necessarily going to Giannis because I can shut him off because he can't shoot.
should I pick someone else?
Bro, that's who you chose, bro.
Oh
You put a Giannis
no.
in there. You put
Ooh,
Giannis in there.
I thought you were gonna pick Giannis. Oh no.
You went Wemby and Giannis. Well, I was actually gonna move KD to the four and put Book at my two and move Tatum to the three. But since you went with two bigs, I'm just to match up on that squad. I'm gonna go Anthony Davis at my four.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, yeah. So yeah, I'm running Kyrie. I'm going Kyrie, Tatum, KD, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid. Yeah, we get it straight buckets. And if we got a clamp, we clamping boys up too.
Okay. If, is there someone I might have missed? Like who
Uh,
else could we have put in these teams?
if I was you, I would have went Devin Booker over
Right.
Donovan Mitchell
Look. Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like Donovan Mitchell's like a biased pick for me, but I can see that.
or Luca. I would have went Luca too. I just didn't
Yeah.
want to. I didn't want another guard.
Yeah. See, I was thinking about Luca off rip, but I don't know. Luca, I mean, nah, he's a bucket getter.
I was thinking. I was gonna. I was. I was him. It was Tatum or him, and I was like, I'll just go Tatum because I'll let him play. But maybe I could have went Luca because he could have like space. He would have been able to control the ball and been like the point guard of the unit.
Yeah, he's got decent size.
But yeah, he got 6'7" point guard.
So we don't. So the thing is, I don't know which of us is gonna win. I think we both have good teams.
My team is gonna mop you. That boy go get mopped when we put the poll out. I'm gonna put a poll out, but y'all comment right now. Let me know what team y'all got. I'm gonna put the teams up again as y'all see. The teams will be up here. but so y'all can see it. But yeah, Jake, just a reminder, Jake, who was on your team?
Okay, I had SGA or yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do
you
SGA at the point. Donovan Mitchell at the two, Edwards, Anthony Edwards, and then Giannis and Victor Wembanyama.
yeah, that was his five, and I'm rolling out. I'm rolling out Kyrie, Tatum, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that's a decent team right there.
Yeah, we getting straight buckets out there, straight buckets out there.
That'd be cool to like watch. Just, just you put a team together, watch them play each other.
Oh yeah,
It's like
if that could happen, I'm telling you, like we could do a fantasy draft in sports, and everything could just get changed around, bro.
that would be it would be funny, but that would be pretty cool.
That'd be the craziest night in sports history if there was just an automatic redraft and everybody and like, and who knows where like your team would fall though. Because like
Yeah,
if you got the 30th pick, you'd be hot. Like in the NBA, you'd be hot if you
especially
had
in
the
the
30th.
NBA.
You'd be hot. Like you went from having, say, if you had Luka and LeBron, and all of a sudden you're like, and obviously it's not bad, but you end up with like a De'Aaron Fox, and you're like, damn,
Yeah, that's not the same.
not the same. But also, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Cause like, where does LeBron go? Because he's 40. So how high do you draft him? Because he's 40. So
Yeah,
like, he probably would sneak into the second round because, or at least a late first because of his age.
yeah. That if you're picking LeBron, that's a win now team.
Same with like Steph and KD because they're each 37. So that it would be interesting to see how that list falls out.
That's the dilemma. You gotta like you either invest for the future or you're all in on now.
Yeah.
Good work.
I'd probably go like yeah with more future. I'd go like Madden, bro. Like in Madden, bro. When I have to get a quarterback, when it's time to pay that fool, I ship him off and draft a new guy. And then as soon as it's time to pay that guy, we ship him off and get a new guy.
Man, there's no loyalty there.
You pay everybody else.
Yeah, but
I
then
keep the rest of the team intact and keep the quarterback on rookie deals.
the franchise guy and you just ship him off.
Yep, ship him off and make a new franchise guy. And as soon as he becomes the franchise, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a bag. Nope, you can go get that somewhere else. I'm shipping you off. Somebody else can pay you."
Well, if it works.
Yo, it works. Every 5 years, we get a new quarterback in Madden. That's how it go.
Yeah.
That's how it go. All right, so yeah, make sure y'all say who y'all think got the best team. I know it's mine, but just so Jake knows as well
Mhm.
from the viewers who got the
Yeah,
best
we'll
team.
see. We'll see.
And now we're gonna do, and now I got to do one more draft because this is the one I really want. That one we was just originally I wasn't sure if we just was gonna draft or we just gonna do whatever. But this one is straight up draft. We're doing a one-on-one draft of players who are known for wearing single digit numbers. They could have wore other numbers, but you got to be known for a single digit number in order to be a part of this draft. You can't have worn 10 for your entire career and then went somewhere else and wore two for like your last stop when you're 35 and nobody remembers you there.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, you gotta have put work in that jersey number. All right, so I'm gonna let Jake. You can start. You can start it again.
Okay. I feel like this is a pretty obvious first pick. I'm gonna take LeBron. 6. That's
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. I wasn't going there if I had the first pick. I'm going Kobe Bryant with the 8. I'm
Oh, I
going.
didn't think about that. Oh,
I'm
I got
going.
a lot in.
I'm going Kobe. I'm going Kobe with the 8, and then I'm gonna go or just to do it because I think they're gonna be unstoppable if I had this team together. I'm going Tracy McGrady.
Dude,
Uno.
okay. I really got to lock in here because a lot of players have played basketball over the years. Tracy and Kobe. So you would have gone Kobe over LeBron?
Yep. Everybody knows I'm Kobe over everybody.
Yeah, fair. I forgot about the 8. That's
No
crazy.
disrespect to Bron or Mike though, but I ride with Kobe all day, all night, baby.
Did Michael Jordan wear like 9 or something?
He did in the Olympics, but no, he's
Oh,
not. He's not known for that. No.
okay. 2 picks here. Oh my gosh. There's too many players. I might just go by position. Who's I could use a guard. Um, just like out of curiosity, how many current players like are you considering?
I mean, there's enough of them.
Ah, ah, who's a good guard? I mean, I have someone in mind, but I don't know. Is that I don't think that's good for an all-time team.
Hey, bro, this is where it gets easty. You gotta figure out what you're rolling with.
Okay, I'm doing this for the the team chemistry and also like this guy. Uh, and I think this is fair.
I know.
Kyrie,
Okay, Kai.
right? Because he won a championship with
Yeah,
two.
yeah. He's known for
Uh,
two.
is that who you thought I was gonna say?
No, I thought you were going somewhere else.
Oh, I guess I have one more though. Oh, and then, but I don't know if I want him. I think I know who you think I was gonna say. Okay, I have Kyrie and LeBron. Dude, I don't know any jersey numbers. Like I can't think of a big man that wore single digit. Like oh no, was he single digit? Okay. Um, dang it, this is so hard because I don't know anyone's number and I don't want to pick. I'll just think of current players. I can't. Oh, okay, you know what? I think I know. Now I know who you think I was gonna say, and I'm just gonna pick him because I like him. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. You said
D
team
Wade.
chemistry.
Hey,
Okay.
I like. Hey, that's Kyrie at the one, the D Wade to LeBron. Bro, I don't hate that at all.
I mean, the backcourt's tiny.
Yeah, we got two more guys that need to get a
So
little bigger.
I have Kobe. I have T Mac. I'm going. I'm going Kevin Durant, 7 in Brooklyn.
See, I didn't even think about that.
I'm going Kevin Durant, and I'm going Kevin Garnett at the 4. He wore 5 in Boston.
Should have thought about that too. That is good. Hmm.
Oh, bro, we could score and we clamping fools.
Yeah.
Cause I'm
That's what I
playing,
got.
cause I'm playing T Mac at the 1. T Mac gonna be that point. He gonna be like a point forward for me. 6'8", six
Man,
nine. Yeah, he played a point.
that is good. D Wade's got the defense that I need, LeBron. But now I need. So I got wait two, and then you have one.
Yeah,
Okay, we got to fill out. I did this last time. Save the bigs for last. Shoot. Do I just go Wemby again? I'm kidding.
good.
What number? He's zero or one?
Uno.
Yeah, okay, one. Yeah, no, 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 no. Although it feels weird doing that after 1 year, but well, let me try to think. I can't really think of anyone else.
It's about to
Although,
get beefy.
okay, I got two picks though, so I need to figure out both. Who's a big? Like ever, bro?
Ever. All time giraffe.
Oh God. Okay, Bill Russell.
Okay,
That's a good pick, I think.
solid pick. I just ain't watch him play. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's black and white, bro.
I'm just,
You
I just,
you picked him. You don't even know, bro. You don't even. None
he's
of us
got to
know.
be good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he has 11 chips. He the god and all that. But hey, man.
Yeah, Bill Russell and who else popped in my head that I might just. Oh yeah, Wemby. I don't know though. Do I just go Wemby? I feel so like uneducated. I don't know. I can't think of any of the old school guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one, but
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
yeah, I'm just gonna pick Wembanyama.
You
He's
cooked.
good. He's the thing is like everybody knows that he should be like amazing. Like, right? Like like could he be a Hall of Famer like already? Like that's the projection.
I mean, you could project that, but you're
Guess the
picking him
same.
as what he is right now.
Yeah, wait, can I cancel that? Because he might have to retire early. Like his body, it's not built for it. That's a dodgy pick. I want to redo. I want to redo.
All right, I'll let you recall Wemby.
Now, oh gosh. I have to pick a old school guy. I don't want to pick a current guy. Um, okay, wait. Here we go. Oh shoot. I just need a little bit of reference so I can remember.
Yeah, you better just not pick my guy
This isn't working.
because I already have my guy. And if I didn't let you switch from Wemby, I'd have my guy.
I just have to stay Wemby because I can't think. I'm just gonna stay Wemby. I'm confident in my team. I got some
And
youth.
and at my five, I'm going Anthony Davis, 6'10" and a half.
See, I thought about him. Thought about him a lot,
I'm
but
going Anthony Davis. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer already.
I
It ain't no
probably should have.
projection. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer already.
I probably should have picked Anthony Davis, huh?
Yep. And look, like I said, bro. Yeah, my five is smacking this boy. We're going T Mac at the one. We're going Kobe at the two. KD at the three. KG at the four. AD at the five. We could switch everything. We could switch everything one through five because my bigs can guard the smalls. Yep, yep. We
That's
so
a
we could
really
switch.
good team.
We switching everything one through five.
Hmm. I definitely should have picked AD. I literally thought about him. I don't know why. I've actually, I'll be honest, like people are gonna hate me for this, but I've actually never been a big AD guy.
Yeah, most people aren't. I
Yeah,
don't
like
know why.
I know he's cold, but
I think it's because he got to. I think it's because he plays for the Lakers now.
I try not to like make that my reason, but maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Anthony Davis, after the 2020 season, was the second best player on the planet, and then he had the back to back injury seasons. But
Yeah,
coming off the championship in the bubble, if LeBron was the best player in the world, Anthony Davis was the second best player in the world,
yeah, I might have
and
dropped the
them boys
ball.
was cooking.
But I have how tall is Bill Russell? He's pretty tall.
6'9".
Ah, not that tall. Okay. But I got Wemby, just giant. Like
Yeah,
like AD can't rebound with Wemby.
yeah, he can.
Yeah, he's Wemby's not the strongest guy.
Yeah, we can move him out the back. I mean, he gives you some backline defense, but
Yeah, he's the blocks.
but we gonna but everybody on my team gonna take him out the paint. He gonna have to
He
guard.
was, but oh, you
No, but I'm
mean
saying on defense, he coming out the
oh
paint
right.
because we can shoot one through five. Everybody on there, we can shoot.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll
I guess
we'll
you maybe put him on KG. Maybe we'll see. KG in a 3-point shooter, but he can get to that midi. And then on your offense, Bill Russell can't shoot worth a lick. So
yeah, I don't know. D
and D
Wade.
Wade ain't a shooter. Yeah, yeah. Your space in a little clog. Your space in a little clog. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. The thing is, like, I also didn't build a team that worked together. Like, I mean, Kyrie and LeBron, and then D Wade, LeBron, they got the chemistry, but I don't know if my team works well together. A
Hey
little bit.
chat. Hey chat. We got him. We got him in both drafts. Just let him know.
Hey, we don't know yet.
We don't do no sympathy out here. I want y'all to tell him that he got smacked. Absolutely smacked. We don't do no sympathy points out
I
here.
have the GOAT though. I feel like that's gonna help me out.
Who? LeBron?
Hmm?
Yeah, he's about to go.
Who's the GOAT?
Kobe.
Oh, wow. I guess that's a fair take.
You thought, bro, y'all thought I was playing? Here,
I
but
didn't.
here's my honest assessment of the GOAT debate. I really I'm not one that really partakes in it. Like if it was me, I'm picking Kobe over everyone because that's my guy, and I feel comfortable going into any series with Kobe being on my team because he gonna give me absolutely everything he got. But at the same time, if you give me Jordan or LeBron, I'm not complaining. So I'll take any of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just
I
kind of
believe it also depends on what your like GOAT as the greatest of all time. I believe like what are you based if it's based off career, LeBron's gonna I think LeBron has the greatest career of anybody ever.
yeah, no
To me,
doubt.
it's not based on that. To me, it's based as a basketball player at your peak, and you have to have done it for a long, extended period of time, obviously. But it was at your peak, at your best. How were you compared to everyone else at your peak? And I feel like at everyone's peak, I'll ride with Kobe any day of the week. But at the same time, like if I got LeBron, if I got Michael Jordan, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But the way a lot of people determine the GOAT when the stats and stuff, I don't know how you don't make it LeBron. To me, it's just the best player. That's how I think of the GOAT. Who's the best basketball player of all time? But when you talk about career, like the GOAT, when you bring in the accolades and all that, like to me, it's look, you can't. I don't understand. I don't know the argument that you can't make for LeBron. He a four-time champion. He got four MVPs. He should have a Defensive Player of the Year. He has all the damn records.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have the record, he's top five or top three in it. So it's like I don't know how you can't. So when it's based on that, I don't know how you can't say he's the GOAT. If you don't make it about who as good as if you don't make it about their peak and who they were at their highest heights, that's the only argument you can have against LeBron. But its career is LeBron, no doubt about it. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, I think I always say LeBron, and that's probably because I'm thinking of like accolades, like you said, career.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, for
yeah,
the like yeah, when you talk about career and stuff like GOAT, and which is how a lot of people determine the GOAT. I think that's valid. For me though, I don't like taking it based just off of that because I feel like a lot of awards and stuff, like because it's but a lot of it is swayed. Like there's no point and there's no way you can convince me. Kobe only has one MVP, and there's just no way you can convince me that. And you don't know as much, but you can't convince me that Steve Nash should have both of those MVPs over Kobe Bryant. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. And so like when the voting and stuff of it is selective and and the people's criteria changes all the damn time because I guarantee like it was kind of what I talked about on last week's episode. SGA is going to win MVP this year. It's not going to go to Jokic. And my question is, Jokic got the MVP last year, and he's having a better season this year, and it's pretty much exactly same from what SGA and Jokic did last year. SGA is having a better year than he had last year. He's averaging a couple more points than he's had like higher scoring in where he's hit 50s. Jokic is having his stats are higher than they were last year, and all the ladders have SGA as the number one in MVP voting, and I don't know what's changed. His team was number one last year. They gave it to Jokic. His team is number one this year, and now he's leading with the same stats. Yet Jokic has better stats than he had last year when he won it. So the voting of it doesn't make any sense, and that's why I hate it.
it's voter fatigue.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like none of that should play a factor. Your
Yeah,
your 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 personal opinions shouldn't matter. It's strictly what happens on a basketball court. And that's why that's why I hate the voting because it doesn't like none of it makes sense. Spoke about it last week too. Marcus All has the Bronze Defensive Player of the Year, and Marcus All was the second team All Defensive Player, and he got the Defensive Player of the Year award over the five first team All Defenders. It doesn't make any sense.
that is like Lamar and Josh Allen in the NFL.
Also, what I brought up. Yep, first team All Pro and then win MVP. All of the that's what I'm saying. All the voting criteria
That's so
pisses
weird.
me off, which is why I like act like that. Which is why the awards and stuff I don't like. I like obviously it means something to have the MVPs, but I feel like a lot of it is skewed on people's preference. Because I don't feel like the media loves Kobe. Like now, you would think the way the media talks about Kobe now, they loved Kobe. When before Kobe died, the media did not like Kobe.
Yeah,
And I think that's part of the reason he does. And he also went through that his trial and stuff. And I
yeah.
think that's like what turned them off. And during the time he should have been winning MVPs, that stuff was going on. And then two, the Lakers were like didn't have a team around him to where he really should have had more success. And that's always my like where I go to when I talk about when they like um Kobe's like when they talk about like peak and peak. And I'm like when Kobe was at his peak, the difference is when LeBron was at his peak, he had a team around him. When Jordan was at his peak, he had a team around him. When Kobe was at his absolute peak, his team was trash. That's the difference.
Yeah, different ball
So
game. He's got pieces around him.
so the comparison is different. Like as good as Kobe was when he went back to back, Kobe Bryant from like '03, '04 to to like '07, '08 through his from like yeah, like '03, '04 through his MVP, the actual MVP he got. That stretch, that was the best version of Kobe.
Wait,
And
I have a question. You didn't watch a lot of that though? Like you probably watched it back, right?
I
Or
watched it. I
okay,
mean, I was legit, but I watched it.
yeah, you probably watched like the second half. Oh, like Oh, bro, how did you watch that? You would have been like one, two, three.
Well, the first game I re the first like that still sticks in my mind. The first of what I remember was the finals in which the playoff series where they lost to the Celtics. That's the first thing that like stitches in my mind.
When was that?
That was 08,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
2007,
That makes
2008. So we would have been well, I would have turned 6 that year, but when that stuff was going on, I would have been 5.
yeah. So I could see that. And I feel like anything before that, you just like rewatch. Like you know,
Yeah, rewatch and yeah, you see games and stuff like that because they
yeah,
always do the reruns of stuff
yeah,
like that. But yeah, that was but also so like yeah, I feel like in terms of his peak, like yeah, that was I feel like that was those were the best versions of himself. Although 2012, 2013 Kobe, that year that they traded for Dwight the first time, or that year where he was carrying the Lakers on his
yeah,
back the year he tore his Achilles. That's actually my favorite year of Kobe because boy, that dude was killing that year.
yeah.
That was the year he also strapped up Bron in the All Star game. Bruh, they don't want that smoke, bro. Kobe was not like, bro. It didn't matter. All Star game, it didn't matter. He was coming to play. You didn't have your if you wasn't ready, he was coming to get you.
I think because like I've watched it more because it was more like the time. Well, I didn't watch that much, but I really like. I mean, obviously, Froby is like eight Kobe is obviously cold, but I really do like the 24. Would you
No, I
call
agree.
would you call 24 Kobe Black Mamba? Yeah, right. That's like the
That's when he started going to his
current
alter
nickname.
ego.
Exactly. So yeah, it's kind of like obvious because like it's based on the era that I watched, but that's my favorite Kobe.
No, 24 is definitely my favorite Kobe too.
Yeah, gotta be.
I think, yeah, number 8 was the more athletic Kobe.
Right.
And then 24 was the killer. I think he was always the killer, but when he got when with like the Mamba mentality that I think when people think Mamba mentality, you think 24.
Yeah, 100%.
And so when he got there, that's when he became the killer. And he was out for blood. And you notice, like when you think about it, when you think about the Olympics in '08, even the Olympics in 12, when it was time to go make plays, granted 12, they was kind of just blowing teams out, smacking teams.
Yeah.
But when they had to go get a bucket or make a play, they put the ball in Kobe's hands. It wasn't in Bron's hands. It wasn't in D Wade's. It was in Kobe's hands, and they was like Captain America, go save the day.
Yeah.
So I think that tells you that, and that's what I like look at when you hear the peers, like they're the people that played against them talk about it. That's what like I really like listen to. Like when you hear them talk about who they think was better and who and how they view it, I'm like, yeah, that's what. And when you listen to it, a lot of the players say they put Kobe over LeBron. The two
Yeah.
when the players that played in that era.
I kind of wish I had Kobe on my single digit all-time team now instead of LeBron.
You took Bron. Right though.
Nah, I'm happy with Bron. I'm happy with
Yeah,
Bron.
you should be happy with Bron. Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro. If I got any of the three, I ain't tripping. But I'm always gonna. Kobe's my guy, so
Yeah.
I feel like I got to get a chance with anybody, so I'm gonna ride with my guy. So I'm gonna take B.
Yeah, very valid.
All right, that was a good hoop segment. Now, because Jake's here, Jake's favorite is football, so we're gonna get into a little bit of football. So,
Uh,
Jake, who do you think had the best signing of free agency?
hmm. So there's two things. One, I hope I don't forget something because it felt like there was a whole mess of signings this time around, or maybe I noticed more. And also, I don't want to be biased here because there's one that immediately pops in my head, and you already know what it is. But let me try to think here. I mean, I could give you a few. I like obviously because I'm a Rams fan. I like Devontae. That's like obvious. That's got to be up there. Um, I gotta. I think like the Sam. How many quarterbacks were there? Was it just Sam Darnold?
It was Sam Darnold. Gino got traded. He wasn't technically a signing, but
So
we can
are you?
include him. But Gino was traded. Aaron Rodgers is still a free agent. Russ is still a free agent.
So
Uh,
as far as like on a new team, I mean Gino, but I'm not doing that. Sam Darnold's like the only one because I think of like free
Hmm.
agency, like impact positions, and Sam, like a quarterback could change everything. The thing about Sam Darnold, he's a little bit like he's still a little bit unproven.
Here's my thing though. Who you taking, Sam Darnold or Gino? Who'd you take?
Um, gosh, I mean, I feel like my reasons aren't like
You don't have to answer, but the point that you
it.
have to think about it is like, why make that trade?
Yeah,
What
I
sense
that's
did it
what I
make?
was thinking. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd throw Sam Darnold out there because I think like I mean, and Cooper Cup. Like I absolutely hate the Seahawks,
Yeah,
but I think in general they've done some good stuff. And I mean, like DK. I mean, I don't know. I don't know really why they did that, but
DK wanted to get paid.
okay, then that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. That might not be the best for them, but when it's a money thing, sometimes you don't have a choice. But I think like the things they're doing, like as much as I hate them, I'm not gonna count them out. Anyways, I do like Devontae Adams. I'm trying to think of two more that I think are really good, but it's kind of hard. I don't know. There haven't been like a lot of big names,
Um,
or I'm just tripping.
nah, I mean there wasn't really any big
Like,
like
who's gonna
NFL
make a
free.
big impact? Because it also depends what team they go to. I mean, I think like the Patriots, because they have a bunch. Oh, the Bears too. I'm just naming teams that like I know
Yeah,
they
the
got.
Bears got Tooney, but that was a trade.
Okay, but as far as just like moves, like they did a whole mess of moves, which it seems like they always do. So
Yeah,
we'll
the
see.
Commanders had a trade
Oh right,
for Debo.
yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
who was the other quarterback? There was another quarterback. Justin Fields, Jets.
right, yeah. So do you think Aaron Rodgers is done? That's
Well, I
weird.
think I think the Giants and the Steelers are waiting on him, but
Wow. So
um,
he's just, but so he's a free agent. It was
yeah.
'cause it was a 2 year deal, and he missed the whole year.
Well, I think they cut him. I don't know what happened, but
Cut him?
yes, he is a free agent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they cut him.
See, you can't be you telling everybody I'm the football guy. I don't even know. Okay,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
pretty sure they cut him.
They cut him. In that case, yeah, Justin Fields is the guy. Yeah, that'll be interesting. No more Devontae. But Justin and Garrett, that's good chemistry.
Yeah, college, OSU.
Uh, okay, wait. I want to do one really good signing that I like. And I shouldn't have to look it up. Someone's got to pop into my head. I mean, it was a lot of the few like it was like a receiver roulette. Those guys moved around. I don't know how crazy that's
There
gonna
wasn't
be.
really any. There wasn't really any big like there. Debo was traded. Devontae signed. Cooper Cup signed. As we mentioned those though,
Okay.
and then
So okay.
DK traded
I mean, honestly, it sounds like
because like
I'm not
Keenan
missing.
Allen, Diggs, still free agents.
Oh, the Chargers got Mike Williams. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's nobody cares about
Yeah.
him.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna say that the best signing is Devontae Adams because thus far, I feel like like I mean, I guess it might not be a crazy change just going from Cup to Devontae, but
Well,
I'm gonna be
Cup hasn't
biased
played
here.
well in 2 years.
Yeah. So upgrade. I like Devontae.
Yeah, no, that would be for in terms of a new signing, that would for sure be my number one pick because I think he's better than Puka Nacua still, and so you it would add him with Puka Nacua, and I still think Devontae Adams is the top five receiver, um, and if he has a competent quarterback, he's fine. I don't think he's fallen off at all. Like you've like I'm gonna tell you his stats with just the Jets last year, and that was even with Aaron Rodgers playing poorly. But
Yeah.
remember he missed those first he missed a couple games with the Raiders waiting for the trade, and then he played a couple games with the Raiders who were trash. And so like people feel like he falls off because the stats decline, but forget the fact that he was playing on some trash teams.
Yeah. I think I did the same thing. Like
There's a reason they still gave him 26 million. They wasn't giving him 26 million if they didn't think he was still elite.
yeah. I mean, when you really think about it, there's a very fair reason to why he hit some of his stats and like it might seem like he's not the same, but like towards the end with the Jets, he started cooking up, so I don't know. He still got it.
He played. Well, I'm gonna ask you. How good he? Where do you rank Puka Nacua? amongst
Like,
receivers.
uh, definitely top 10.
Okay, so you name him top 10. So I'm gonna give you. This was Devontae Adams just with the Jets. 11 games, 67 catches. He had 854 yards, 7 touchdowns.
In
This is
11
two.
games.
Yep, with the Jets.
Okay.
So he actually had a couple more. I think he had one more touchdown and like 300 more yards with the Raiders.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you Puka Nakua's stats, and I guarantee you they're similar. And if Devontae's aren't better.
I don't know, because I think I know Puka's. He did good. M- Might be surprised.
So Puka had let me see. Puka had in 11 games 79 catches for 990 and 3 touchdowns.
Okay, lower.
So Devontae had four more touchdowns and like 100 less yards on like 11 less catches.
Okay, it's similar, more touchdown.
And not to mention his stats actually are going to eclipse if you take in the Raiders, they eclipse what Puka
Mm.
did.
Well, okay, but I mean, I know.
And Puka was playing with Matt Stafford.
Okay, but your point here is just like Devontae still got it.
Yeah, my point is I still the only receivers I take definitively over Devontae Adams is Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Uh,
Everybody else is arguable.
yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
Because one thing you know about Devontae, he'll show up in big games. CD, I'm still waiting on him to show up in playoff games. Uh oh, Tyreek is still there. So it's him. I'd probably have him and Tyreek 3 and 4. Devontae Adams and Tyreek at 3 or 4, and probably CD 5.
Hey, I cannot wait to for Devontae to prove you right this year. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, 1-7 gonna prove me right.
I was gonna ask you, I mean, what about D-Hop?
What about D Hop?
I just feel like, I mean, it's been a few years now, but he's like definitely past his prime. But I think like even before he was actually past it, there were a couple seasons when like injuries and like maybe like just bad teams that like
Uh-huh.
made people completely forget. Because you said Devontae, and it made me think of D-Hop because I feel like the same thing happened to him where people are like counting him out. And I feel like obviously the past couple years, not so much, but there was a time when he was for sure top five. Like a few years ago, like when he was still with the Cardinals, and people were like, "Nah, he's washed," and I hated it.
Yeah.
Now he's definitely not in his best, but like I feel like he's still pretty good, and he's going with Lamar and a good team.
I agree he's still pretty good. The difference is here's the difference. He's not gonna get that he for one. So yeah, I agree. When he was with the Cardinals, he was still top five. But here's the problem. You go to Tennessee and make that money and there's no quarterback there. So now
Yeah.
your decline's gonna stop. And then he goes to the Chiefs and you get Mahomes and his first game, he blows up. Or his second game he blows up. And then it's like but that offense was as good as as we think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. That offense wasn't good last year. And so you put him in that, and it's like he's still in a bad offense. But now you like, oh, but he didn't even play good with Patrick Mahomes. But if you look at that Chiefs offense, that entire Chiefs
Yeah.
offense wasn't good. So, but he had the first game he goes there and plays. He had what 8 he had 8 catches for like 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden he falls out the thing. Now in Baltimore, I don't think he's gonna have the volume of targets be to be like, oh, D Hop is back in the top five. But what he will absolutely have impact being that second receiver next to Zay. They also have Bateman, so we'll see how that goes. But at heart, they're a run first football team, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I think yeah, it'll be a new situation for him, but I just hope he does like I think the expectations shouldn't be high. So if he, as long as he does what he's expected or maybe even exceeds them, I think it'll be cool. I'm excited. That's my guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd agree that Devontae's the best signing, but I think the best move is a re-signing, and it was the Bengals re-signing Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I felt like they absolutely needed if they wasn't gonna have T. Higgins, they needed a second receiver, which they wasn't gonna have. So I felt like they absolutely had to have that signing because other than that, I felt like they were gonna plummet um, without that. And so I think that was like the best move in totality. But yeah, in signing, I would go with Devontae Adams.
Yeah. the Bengals like I mean I don't know because there's obviously a lot of positions that you need, but I feel like teams mess up when they let like true like game changers and like the people that brought them to where they are when they let them
Yep.
go. So
Yep.
like
It's like they're betting against their own players.
yeah, like it doesn't make any sense. So it's like you just they had to do that. They had to secure those guys because otherwise you let I mean you let Jamar go. That's like generational fumble. But either way, like those two guys together, like that's what helps you win. So you can't.
It's also a reason to show why you need to pay players early instead of waiting for the last minute. You pay them early and you don't have to worry about it. But you wait till the last minute and then Jamar Chase goes win the triple crown. Now you got to go pay him 40 million. You could have paid
Yeah,
T Higgins 2 years ago and you probably would have got him for like 22 million. Now you have to pay him 30 million. See the difference? Just pay him early.
that was like a hilarious that hilariously backfired. They
Yep.
thought I don't know what they thought was gonna happen, but
Yep.
all they literally just like I don't know, just wasted time. But hey, they got him. Then those maybe it's a good thing because those guys could stack their bread and maybe the Bengals will figure it out.
Yep. All right. Well, those were our best signings. I'm gonna hit one more topic. The Lions suggested a trade for, or suggested the rule change for the playoffs, and that people with better seeds should be ranked higher. I'm not sure if they think division winners should be guaranteed a playoff spot or what, but what's your take on it?
Yeah, I kind of have to like look at it a little bit more, but if so they're saying but you don't know if they
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure exactly what like the criteria for the
yeah.
for it was, but I know it was that the higher seed is supposed to have home field advantage.
Yeah, so like regardless of the division.
Division.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like we still assume that the division winner, I mean, either way this should happen, but
I would assume
the division winner, what is it that they not necessarily home field, but they make
they
playoffs,
make playoffs. They're guaranteed a playoff spot. That's what I would assume. Yes.
which should happen anyways. But yeah, like a division winner could be technically a wild card team if their
Yes.
record's worse. Uh yeah, because I feel like I mean, I get the divisions, but there's really not much point of like if you win your division and your division's not good, do you really deserve the number one? Especially if it's a big, if it's a
Exactly.
9-8 team versus a 13-win team, the 13-win team deserves it. If you're 13 wins and you don't win your division, I feel like that's even more impressive because that means I don't know, you're playing another team twice.
Yep.
That's like amazing if they're doing
That
better
has
than you.
they have at least 14 wins.
Yeah, so
So
I definitely think it's a good idea. I really don't see why it wouldn't get passed unless someone's like nostalgic.
NFL, yeah, NFL stuck in their ways. They've always been like that. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I would, I'd absolutely make that change too. I think yeah, if you win your division, you're guaranteed a playoff spot. But yeah, nah, bro. If you 7-9 and win your division, you shouldn't get no. Nah, you don't get what you get home field advantage for. You ain't do nothing. All you did was get to play a bunch of trash teams, 2 times a year. Like that's all that happened. If you had to play in my division, you would have won 3 games. So yeah,
Yeah. You still get the playoffs, but yeah, that would be a ridiculous for them. I mean, that's how it is, but that's ridiculous. They get home. I wonder if like because I feel like the South is always so mid, both NFC and AFC.
yeah,
More specifically NFC. I wonder what their like vote is gonna be.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause they know like they live off those division wins. So
Yeah, I don't see it getting changed because those NFL teams and owners be so stuck in their ways.
how does it
But
work? How many need to
they'll
do it?
see.
Majority?
No, I think it has to be. I think it has to be like. I think it has to be like 28 of 32 or something like that. I think it has to be like. I think it has to be like a large majority. It can't just be. It can't be 17 of 15. It has to be like a large amount. I'm pretty sure. But
I
yeah,
mean, I guess that's fair, but yeah, in that case, some rules will be tough.
yeah. So I think it has to be a large majority.
Did you
All right.
see did you see what was it? The Eagles did like the overtime playoffs,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
but they just want it to be like always like regular.
Yeah,
You think that's a good idea?
yeah. I don't like ties. Why the hell should
It's
a game end in a tie?
Yeah, I
One
mean that
one
one's
of
easy. It's like
one of the reason I hate soccer. I'm not about to sit here for 3 hours and watch a game end in a goddamn tie. I don't want to do this.
yeah, I mean I think sometimes in the NFL they're so rare that it's a little bit exciting, but I think like yeah, I don't care about ties. The that rule just makes sense. So no brainer.
Yeah, I don't want to see no ties. Like just let the boys play. All right. Appreciate the time, Jake. That's
Yep.
been it. It's been real. Man, y'all watching, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure y'all share. I'm gonna put Jake's handles up here. Y'all can go follow him too. Um, um, yeah, go mess with Jake. But yeah, it's been real. Getting buckets episode 3 with our first guest, Jake, man. Make sure y'all tap in, hit all my socials, put Jake's socials, like I said, hit his, uh, hit getting bucket social, man, and share, repost, comment, do all that. But yeah, it's been real. I'll catch y'all on Tuesday. See y'all later.